Hi there, my name Hi there, I'm going to discuss the topic of WHS. WHS is work health and safety, and it's very important in the world of business. Why is it important? Because a business relies on being competent in all areas of OHS, which is occupational health and safety. Every business is required to be OHS compliant so that they may conduct business in a safe manner that causes little to no harm or injury to others, including workers or visitors. So now we're going to move on to discuss WHS in the workplace. So how can an employee help support OHS in the workplace? They can see the hazard. They can recognize the issue causing the hazard. And they can report the issue, offering important details of hazard to others, like managers or OHS committee members. It's important to be active. So when you see an issue, it is important to take initiative to reduce the risk before the issue arises. It's also important to help others spot OHS issues. Often when others are reminded over issues, they too can help to reduce risk or eliminate risk before any issue arises. It's also important to be part of a team. Safety committee members are a team of people who conduct OHS spot checks, fill out forms, and actively report OHS issues within the workplace. More about OHS. To help improve OHS, it's important to talk about issues, ask others' opinions of issues, suggest ways to improve OHS or how others can be trained to keep business compliant, offer a time frame in which OHS issues are to be addressed, and follow up to ensure issues have been dealt with. It's important to attend meetings, put up posters, give out flyers, use suggestion boxes, gather feedback on topic of OHS from others. Now let's talk about hazard and risk. What is a hazard? A hazard are often categorized into the following categories, which include physical hazard, psychological hazard, mechanical hazard, chemical hazard, sources of energy, or environmental hazard. Hazards are things which make a workplace unsafe, and if ignored, can cause serious injury or harm to others, and can make an environment unsafe. A hazard needs to be controlled by the use of hierarchy control, which includes elimination substitution, engineering controls, administration controls, and PPE, which is personal protective equipment. What is a risk? A risk is presented in comparison to a hazard, and it is the potential of a hazard that will cause harm. An example of hazard and risk is if a hammer is a hazard, then the risk is using it and injuring oneself. Typical hazards include ignoring the need for PPE, using sharp objects such as knives and box cutters, trips and slips caused by dropped items, water, oil, rubbish left laying around, strains and sprains caused by falling, lifting up objects the wrong way. So who to contact if OHS issue arises? That's easy. your supervisor, manager, or OHS committee member. Who do you go to if you don't understand OHS? You can go to team members, supervisors, or managers. Reporting and outline roles and authority. So the process of reporting incidents and injuries are 1. Speak to supervisor. 2. Speak to HSR if no action has been taken after speaking to supervisor. 3. If issue is serious and no action has been taken, contact your government or statutory authority. A PCBU stands for person conducting business or undertaking. This person is generally a worker. Obligations involve management and control of workplaces, fixtures and fittings in the workplace, design, manufacture, import of substances or structures, installation, consultation and commissioning of structures. And a PCBU also must direct or influence work carried out by workers, give orders for a worker to carry out specific tasks, or support management or control within the workplace. WHS officers are work health and safety officer. They must keep their knowledge of WHS up to date, understand business and WHS standards and risks, make sure business is properly resourced to manage risks and check that resources are being used, attend meetings, keep up with trends, fill out forms, conduct spot checks, gather feedback, update business reporting processes for incidents such as hazards and other issues, and check that the new procedures are being followed. A worker's role is to keep areas OHS compliant, learn to spot issues, report and control them, ensure areas are trip slip free by continuously cleaning. Others, such as visitors or contractors, can help support OHS by reporting issues when they are cited, openly discussing issues and ways to reduce risk with others, creating independent reports which are then handed over to management. So now we've learned a little bit about WHS and OHS. So now it's up to you to keep your business safe by learning to see, report all issues, and to help understand how issues can be stopped before they arise by reducing risks. So that's all for today. Thank you for your time. Hi there, today we are here to discuss WHS within the workplace. WHS is very important to keep a workplace safe and hazard-free. It's not just safe for employees, but it's also safe for the workplace environment. So now let's talk about how an employee can help support OHS in the workplace. They can see the hazard, recognize the issue causing the hazard, and report the issue offering details of hazard. They can be active, they can help others to spot OHS issues, and also be part of a team, like a safety committee team, which actively help to support OHS compliance within the workplace. To help improve OHS, it's important to talk about issues, ask others' opinions of issues, suggest ways to improve issues, offer time frame in which OHS issues are to be addressed, attend meetings, put up posters, give out flyers, use suggestion boxes, and gather feedback. What is a hazard? A hazard are often categorized as something that has the potential to cause harm or injury to person, property, or environment. A hazard needs to be controlled by the use of the hierarchy control system, which uses elimination, substitution, engineering controls, administration, and PPE. What is a risk? A risk is presented in comparison to hazards and is the potential of a hazard that will cause harm. So for example, if a hammer is a hazard, then the risk is using it and injuring oneself. Typical hazards include ignoring the need for PPE, using sharp objects such as knives, trips and slips caused by dropped items, strains and sprains caused by falling or lifting up objects the wrong way. Who to contact if any OHS issue arises? Well, generally supervisor, manager or committee team member. Who do you go to if you don't understand any OHS? Usually other staff, supervisor, manager or committee team member. The processes of reporting incidents or injuries include 1. Speak to your supervisor. 2. If no action is taken, then speak to HSR. Or 3. If issue is serious and no actions have been taken, you can go to your government or statutory authority. A PCBU stands for a person conducting business or undertaking. It's usually carried out by a worker. A PCBU must direct or influence work carried out by other workers, give orders for a worker to carry out specific tasks, or support management or control within the workplace. WHS officers are work health and safety officers, and they must keep update knowledge of WHS, understand business and hazards, WHS has hazards and risks, make sure business is properly resourced to handle hazards and risks, attend meetings, keep up with trends, fill out forms, update business reporting processes and ensure that they are being followed. Workers' role and responsibility is to keep areas OHS compliant, learn to spot OHS issues, report and control them, ensure areas are trip and slip free by continuously cleaning, and others like visitors or contractors, they can help support OHS by reporting issues, openly discussing issues, and creating independent reports. So now that we have discussed WHS in the workplace, it is up to you to decide what you can do to help keep your area safe and hazard-free. That's all for today, and thank you for your time.